Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. Oh, I forgot. We ain't in the house. We in the yard. You ain't got to take off your shoes. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Adam 22 calls Hassan Campbell, his channel, my channel, the struggle channel. You said I'm struggling. After you invited me on your platform and told me the same thing Vlad told me, if you had to do what I did and walk in my steps, you don't think your platform would ever be as big as my platform was. Because on my platform, there is really no guest appearance. There is no stars, no celebrities. It's just me that got me as far as I am without the grace of God and the people that support me. I'm going to be as real as I could be, right? I'm trying to wrap my mind around why would you want to be so interested in gangs in New York after the gang in LA, where you from, just went to jail. I'm trying to wrap my mind around the fact that you come to the hood and turn the cameras on and aim them at niggas in the hood that's in their 40s and 50s that's still stuck in the hood. I'm trying to figure out where you was going with that, because first and foremost, if you look at me like I'm failing in life, now how you look at them when you in the projects where they got roaches and rats running around? Niggas got roaches in their house, my nigga. You ain't go back to the Board of Education to give out sneakers to them kids and give out books and book bags and stuff like that to the kids in the book in the Board of Education. You went around dudes that still living a criminal life, indulging in criminal activity. And to keep it funky, most of the dudes that I've seen you around since you came to New York are failures. He love, we love, bring it back up. Most of the dudes that I've seen you around, the niggas look horrible. Most of the woman that they sleeping with, they really trying to figure out a way to get rid of these niggas that's walking around talking about, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga. The broads just trying to get away from them niggas. They stuck with them abusive bum ass niggas. They stuck with them abusive bum ass niggas. They stuck. I'm trying to wrap my mind around why you would want to put a camera on it. Like, I don't see your vision, my nigga. Adam, I don't see your vision. You paraded them cameras around, all them dirty gangbangers, like your channel was Nat Geo, and you was exploring the jungle of Africa of poverty. What? All these niggas are supposed to be gangsters. And they living up under the poverty line with guns on their waist. All these niggas are supposed to be gangsters. And they living under the poverty line all of their life. These niggas had 30 years, 40 years, 50 years to get their act together. And they living up under the poverty line. And you through the hood like you going through a safari, looking for a giraffe. You looking for a lion. You looking for a tiger. You looking for a bear. No, you looking for poverty. And you found it. And I'm sitting up here like, hold up. Now I got to stick my chest out. Because when you see me, you see somebody that put their foot forward and made it out of the jungle of Bronx River Projects. Ain't no different from Brownsville. Ain't no different from Marcy. The main objective is to get out of the hood. The main objective is to show the youth that there is a better life, a better way of living. And I had to find that out when I got out of the hood, that there's plenty of black people that's successful, that's living good. But you know the crazy part about it is? See, the thing is, Rosa Parks, when she went back to the ghetto, when nobody's smiling, and all of Nat Turner and all of our ancestors that went back to pull people to the promised land, some of us realize that if we go back and we pull brothers up from the ghetto to where we at, them niggas gonna come here and destroy everything that they touch. They're gonna bring all the evil from there to here. That's why when I moved into this neighborhood, most of the people was looking at me crazy. They didn't really want me here because they didn't know if I was gonna bring that mentality and that energy. With age comes wisdom. I'm gonna say that again. With age comes wisdom. All I see coming from your platform, Adam, is ignorance. And then you bring in your camera to the hood, from the hood to behind your desk, and you advertising the ignorance and the evils and the uglies of the black community, the urban community. And you think I'm not supposed to sit up there and say something after niggas got indicted behind conversations that shouldn't have been had on those platforms, where TVs was recording and mics was recording? And now the district attorney and the FBI got pens and pads, picking juries and lawyers and DAs and commissary and sales on the child. Ooh. Not on my watch. If you feel like I'm struggling, what you think about them niggas? It's crazy how none of you higher ups, you elites of YouTube, y'all don't sit down and say, yo, Haas, let's take people on a journey of how you did what you did. You're not asking or showing people the path to get out. You celebrating their failure and patting them on their back when them niggas should be kicked in their ass. You ain't sitting up there showing a blueprint on how to get out of the ghetto. Nope. You went there to reward them for their ignorance and make them think that it's okay to still be doing the same thing at 40 and 50 years old. Half them niggas you sitting up there putting on camera 1 foot in the grave. And you know what the sad part about it is? I promised myself, after seeing that some people had paradise here on this earth, I asked God to give me paradise here. Treat me good in this world and in the hereafter. Them dudes, they selling their soul for the streets, so they're going to die in the ghetto. And then when they die, they're going to go to the hellfire and burn in the afterlife. They're going to suffer in both worlds. Because what they representing and with the walking, the path that they're going on is evil. Y'all may not like it, but everything I do with righteous steps. When I get in front of this camera, it's to wake you up. It's not to pat you on your back. You niggas is running around with watches and chains on while you living in the projects and you proud of yourself? You niggas is running around with watches and chains and bracelets. Living in the projects, the same place you've been living your whole life, and you proud of yourself. I didn't come to this world to fit in. I came to stand out. And you dudes, a lot of you dudes, man, It's sad because y'all don't want to change. Y'all want to be the best of the bums, living amongst the ignorance. Because outside of Brownsville, outside of Bronx River, some of you niggas ain't never even made it outside of your borough. Y'all think going out of town is going to City Island. You niggas think going out of town is going to City Island. And to keep it all the way funky, Adam, them niggas you was standing outside would make black men look bad. Who created this law that black men can't show you where they live at? Who created that law? That we gotta go floss in front in the hood. Why are we still celebrating poverty and pain at 40 and 50 years old? That's nothing to celebrate. What that nigga Pac said, mama, this your house, this your keys, this your land. Your only son done became a man. Well, I don't hear that coming out of none of you niggas' lyrics. Because you be lying. Your whole life, you niggas done live being bums. And when you die, you're going to be a bum. It is what it is, Adam. You celebrating failure or you infiltrating gangs? Yo, I just can't get that out of my head. I'm like, yo, damn. That nigga called me a struggling in the struggling channel. If he think that I'm poverty and I'm struggling, what do he think about you dusty niggas?
You know we on, nigga. From Vegas to the pound. Yada, what's the word? Nah, we moving, ain't got too many motions.
So special.
Everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. I told my youngest slide, he think he in the park, jumping in the water, you was swimming with the sharks. We watching for the ops, to the cops and the knocks, nigga. And I could go and get this money with my eyes closed. Whenever I need a brick, I say El Chapo. My Mexican homie, I call him Vato. And when I want a nigga hit, I say bring tacos. You know this shit about my legacy. Niggas try to tarnish my name instead of treasure me. I've been official since a pup. Barely had my own water, try and fill a nigga cup. Now it's Ruth Chris for the steak night. Really used to trap on them late nights. First you get the money, then you take flight. Every day my birthday now, nigga, that cake right. First you get the money, then it's gang shit. We only talking money, that's our language. We wanna see the picture, I could paint it. Headshot, try and make a nigga famous. The loyalty, I hope he never.
What's good, YouTube? It's Sauce. Money is saying, already know the vibes. We back with another reaction. My son Has, you feel me, is about to talk about Adam 22. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the clip Adam had. My son Adam was talking about how, right, that.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.
OG Percy show no mercy.
Okay. Talk to me, Tune.
Well, we spoke on No Jumper last week. You kind of called him out as a whip popper, a slave master, a racist. You went hard on Adam. But in your defense, Adam went hard on you. Most recently, on a podcast, a No Jumper host by the name of Almighty Suspect spat and pulled a knife on his co-host.
Guys. Guys, come on. Guys, come on. Chill, guys. No. Come on. Let's do something. Let's do something.
Brandon, who was another employee of No Jumper.
Right.
It seemed like every time we look up, there's a fight at No Jumper. It's a fight outside of No Jumper. Because I remember you said that No Jumper got security for outside the building, but they not there to protect you while you're inside. This happened inside amongst
Right.
Co-hosts. This ain't the first time a host was spat on. Flacco was spat on by 16 Shot. I'm an interviewee. Almighty Suspect in previous years punched on Kelpie, white boy, pimp out of Los Angeles.
Right.
My question to you, OG, is what do you make of this catastrophe at No Jumper?
Deja vu.
My.
Deja vu. That's what I make out of it. It's nothing new under the sun. I just want to say one thing. I told y'all. I said it with a smile on my. I told y'all. I told y'all about the Adam 12 years ago. I told y'all, look it up. You keep saying he Adam 22, Adam 2. Look, y'all, when I was a little kid, we used to look at the Bionic Man, the $6 million man. No, this shit I probably don't know. Mark and Mindy, and Adam 12. What was Adam 12? Adam 12 was a police movie. Adam 12 was a law. He's 12. Not 22. I'm not mad at 12 because 12 do what 12 is supposed to do. You stay deep cover. Hello. You do what you're supposed to do. You never break your cover. If a nigga hit this, you better hit it. Put this to hit it. I mean, don't inhale, just hit it though. Adam is no surprise to me. I told y'all. And then everybody keep thinking I'm supposed to fall for the scheme and the trick and the scam. Go on down there. Cause what I look like. You know what I do? I told y'all, if y'all ain't learned nothing from OG Person, learn this and you'll live longer. Learn from others' mistakes. If you want to live longer, learn from others. You know how many dead niggas had to take people to die for me to learn? Ain't that sad? And I still didn't get it. And it took another nigga to die. And I still didn't get it. And it took another one to die. And another one. And guess what? Until I said, guess what, person? God said, do you want to be a lesson or do you want to learn? I told God, I'm just going to go and learn. I think I'm going to learn from them. Well, you better start learning quick because next time you're going to end up being a lesson to somebody else. The lesson about that, I've watched Adam long enough to learn my lesson on what happens to people when they fall in that place. If we're going to say, come on down, like I'm at the Price is Right, you lying to me? I'm a crackhead. I know one thing about a crackhead. If he say something about money, they on their way. Shit, I don't give a damn how they get there. They fall up on a bicycle, they ride one of them riding lawnmowers to get to you. They trying to come get the money. I've been invited to Adam 12 too many times, and it ain't about the money, y'all. It ain't about the money. If I was who Adam said I was, I'd have been there to get that money. I need that. But guess what? My integrity and my pride, I stand up for my kind. Even when my kind don't stand up for me. I stand up in a way where no man would. I seen a lot of niggas fall under the whip. And here it is again, y'all. You put a cat and a dog in there, an aggressive cat and an aggressive dog, and you expect nothing to happen. You walk out the room. Matter of fact, you ain't come in the room. Because for that video, I don't think I seen Adam face in there. You know why? He know the setup. And this one right here, I'm going to stay away from it. I'm going to watch this one from a distance. It's going to be a lesson to learn in this one. He already know the play. So whatever happened in Adam's spot wasn't nothing that he didn't prepare for. Guess what? I didn't see him sitting there. He already knew them cats ain't supposed to be in the same room together anyway. He should have cut that shot when niggas started talking about the nigga on booty shorts. He should have cut that shot when the other man saw to the other man's character. Adam don't do nothing but add fuel to the fire. And guess what these cats do? They run to it every time. They just throw their piece of wood on there too. You know how many pieces of wood on that fire? How many of you black people that put your name up? You on fire too. I just watched him pull a fishbowl on his whole staff. and he don't even talk about him no more. Free brick, baby, y'all. Free the brick, man. Fuck niggas talking about the Adam, you know, the beginning. It was Adam and Eve. Well, in his case, Adam and Steve. You understand me? But they helped him build, and now that they gone, we can't get a trust fund for Brick Baby. We can't get nothing, for people that made him great, because his job is not. Go ahead.
Well, they actually beefing with Brick Baby.
Well, I will be beefing with him too. He locked up. That's what they do when you out of sight, out of mind. You understand me? I ain't see no beef when he was sitting on the main platform. Hello. Yeah. So you ought to expect things like that to happen. You know how, when you go bad, niggas go bad on you. She start doing drugs, nobody fuck me no more. Goddamn, I'm going on, person. What? Shit. Look, man, I got some change here. Take this $1. Ah, damn, you need $1? Yeah, man, give it. I need that too. See, a penny, I can turn a penny into a 20. You hear me? But on that note right there, it's sad to see Adam, well, we gonna have to start not being racism, but using our heads when it come to Adam, man. It's not a racist game. It's just you boys don't know how to get along with your own kind. I didn't see him on no fight. No, I seen his black on black. There it is again. He got these brothers turning on brothers. And he do it right there in our face. He got worried. He went in there and told them people I was a punk. Tony Weary said I was a gay crip. And the sad thing about it, I watched him invite 2 Main Street. That's what I don't know about. I hate to keep bringing up crip shit. It's sad because Adam has a lot of them on there. And on that note, I watched him slander my name inside the homosexual community due to Tony Weary to the Crips to get me knocked off. And then he asked me to come down there. Do y'all see the play on that? Can anybody help me with this? I mean, I'm not the smartest nigga. Well, I might didn't go to school. I might didn't do this. I might didn't do that. But one thing I don't fall for anything. I stand for something. I don't stand for me as a man. I learned one thing out of studying my granddaddy, Dick Gregory. Hello. Y'all might wonder why I got this here. It's coming. And if y'all look at me good enough, you can see him in my face. My granddaddy, Dick Gregory. No relation. I don't need you niggas looking up 1,000 things. Man, nigga ain't no damn Dick Gregory. He ain't lied. No. But when I say my daddy Dick Gregory, that's a man, that's my mentor. That's who I studied. Somebody told me he was a comedian. Yeah, he is. He can get funny, but guess what? You better listen good because he's telling you something in them jokes. Because he knew one thing, you had to hide the truth around white folks. And the best way, yeah, I know it. The best way to hide it is in a song or in a joke. They hid ours in books. Hello? They hid ours in the books. We hide ours in songs and in jokes. Guess what? We figured the books out. Guess what they did? They didn't figure y'all niggas music out too. You niggas ain't lying. You trying to be funny, boy? No, I'm just singing a song. No, I heard what you said in that song, boy. You trying to be funny. The moral of that story is, man, if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I knew them 2 guys ain't supposed to be in that room together, too. Once the slander started, nobody threw in the white towel. Did you notice that? Once you seen a nigga foul, the nigga first, hey, got the nobody called foul on the play. Why was it supposed to be a foul call? Because they know if you foul again, the nigga think you did it intentional. Hello? You know what an intentional foul is, don't you? I mean, when a nigga dry hack you. When they used to do me that like that in prison, when I played prison ball, the nigga dry hack me. I said, say, man, hold on, man, you want to fight or something, nigga? But that wasn't no foul. You hacked me, nigga. But on the same time, on that note, to keep things at an all-time high, please, people, pay attention to Adam, man. Don't quit letting it, and I don't care what I say, because you're going to see tomorrow. Some more crash dummies on Adam's side. And they rolling up. You're going to see them out there again. They're going to be on no jumper. When no jumper call, these niggas jump. Hello, right out their shoes. Well, he used all type of excuses for the reason that I haven't came to his show yet. Or maybe because he don't got the money, no transportation. Now, because I said no. Tell him the truth, Adam. I said no. I could have been there with Bob reporting 607 on the other week. No. I could have been there time for no. You know why? Make it make sense. Hurry up.
Please, somebody make it make sense.
Because I don't take no jumpers. Bars, nigga. Fuck you saying. I don't take no jumpers. I don't jump for anything. I don't have to no more. I don't have to do what the master say no more. I'm free. I'm free. I don't have to run to every goddamn whip pop that they get on down here, person, get us on the goddamn interview. Now I'll pass. I'm the nigga. I couldn't have been in slavery. I swear they'd have hung me 3 or 4 times. I'd have been worse than this. I probably wouldn't have had no feet. I couldn't have been like Coochie Kente. As long as I had 1 feet, I tried to hop my ass away from that, but they'd have caught me again. I just couldn't see myself going through what niggas go through when the white folks treat them. And I say to white folks, please, people, I'm not racist. Let's get that right. I love all white people. Believe me that. But I am racist. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. I am racist. I need a cue. Goddamn, where my cue man is.
It makes sense.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
Well, you said it, right?
It don't matter. I got somebody that can say that. I need make it make. Now I lost where I was at because niggas ain't talking quick enough to me. What was I saying? I said I'm racist.
Make it make sense.
Because I don't like nobody that don't like me. Hello. If you don't like me, nigga, I don't like you either. And guess what about my racism? So y'all won't go because I already see. I just found out my racism don't have a color on it. Now please make that
make sense.
I just don't like nobody that don't like me. And I don't care what color you is. If it's F, it's F you too. That's my racism, y'all. And that goes for any color. I can't stand. If you don't like me, I don't like you either. That's my racism. I don't put a color on my racism. That'd be the worst thing to do. That means you racist. You understand me? And I know some good white folks. I know some damn good white people, man, that love them some Percy. And hell, I like when they say it like that. Percy, we love you. Thank you very much. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. To make it make sense, Adam will continue to do what he do because that's his job. When you're in deep cover, you're gonna work deep cover. I'm not gonna speak on the agency he worked for. That ain't my business. Because when you know something, you in something. Hello. I say that slow again. I say when you know something, you're in something. God damn it, guess what? When they always came to me in court, I never knew nothing. And I just saved a lot of y'all from going to prison just then. If y'all listen to what I say, I just saved a lot of y'all from going to prison just then. Because guess what you know now? You know if I don't say nothing, I ain't in nothing. You goddamn right. Stick to it. See how far it gets you. As soon as you say something and you know something about something, I don't give a fuck what you say after that. It's like putting your hand on the Bible, swearing that you didn't know nothing and you said something. But as soon as you know, you in it. And there's no way out of nothing when you get in it. You can lie all you want to. It sounds like thunder on top of your head. You good. But on that note, y'all check this out. Oh, we got a state fair going on upstairs. Don't worry about it. Y'all don't pay that no mind. Watch this here, y'all. Adam, I wish I could sit down with you, but right now, the setup game has been proven to the extent right now. If you got enemies, don't think that you safe at Adam's spot, y'all. I can't go down there on the platform. The situations he put me in and the situations I'm in now in Cali. I would love to go to Cali, but hell, I found out, I just go to New York. How about that? I think I'm gonna switch my shit to the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I think, too, I think I'm gonna leave the West Coast alone. I'm gonna go to the East Coast. I think I already did good. Shout out to Carlos Miller, man. 85 South Show. I don't have to jump no higher than that when it comes down to platforms. I made it to where I was supposed to. Some of you black people need to try to make it thorough. Shout out to Carlos Miller, 85 South Show. That one of the blackest, black-owned podcasts. And quit going down there and letting that white boy pop that whip on y'all. I know one thing, I have never seen an 85 South outbreak. I have never seen an 85 South Show go bad. Carlos Miller, nothing has jumped. Hey, Carlos Miller and DJ Fly now, good wholesome black folks. That's where we belong. But know what? Everybody run to Adam. They trying to get on Adam. Because they know black folks don't tolerate mess when it comes down to business. Can I say that slowly? Black folks don't tolerate mess when it comes down to business. Because if you're going to destroy a black man business, boy, you got hell on your hands. Hello. Because I learned one thing about a black man. If he get to own anything, you have to take his life to take it from him. They go from his land, his house, his kids, his property, and anything. But a white boy, he's used to it. He's gonna sit back and play The Price is Right with y'all. Come on down. And all niggas, you see niggas, ladies and no jumper, yeah. Go on down there, get down there, he asks you a couple of questions, ding, 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 ding. And you don't got the right answer, you gonna be standing there with the rest of them until you get it right. Hello? My bad. But well, back in my days, y'all, it'd be a little show, come on, game show called The Price is Right. You know, I forgot the white guy name that he died on us, but they got a new guy holding the mic now. But I watched that guy for years tell people. I used to love to see people win cars, win prizes, and stuff like that. But them days are over, y'all. To see something good happening on these podcasts, you know, it's always some drama. Don't nobody want to look at your podcast when you're telling the truth and you're trying to help the community. It might look like something going right without them, but I told y'all. I like to come back and say I told you. Matter of fact, it ain't been a week. It ain't been a week since I told y'all about Adam. But don't believe what you hear. Believe what you see. I can just be saying shit. I can be a hate on her just like everybody else. Oh, but don't worry. Y'all seen it. Did y'all see it? Oh, bro got a knife. God damn, bro got a knife. What a knife is? Oh, didn't nobody see? Now you don't see nothing. Then you heard niggas don't supposed to say that on camera. Well, you know that nigga committed a fine. You brought a weapon on a federal facility? That's like bringing a weapon. Yeah, you in trouble. Oh, yeah, you know, Adam is the folks. You didn't have no business in know what a weapon. You in double trouble. You understand me? Nigga, because you heard other niggas say, man, bro, you have to say it out on the camera. Well, it's too late. He never said it. He told nigga he had a gun. These niggas didn't get to telling it. I know one thing about a podcast. If I don't want to go in the room with you, nigga, don't put me in there with him. Don't put me in there with him. And when Adam know these two guys don't supposed to be around each other, guess what? That's the game that 12 play. 12 will kill a nigga and throw a blue rag on the ground, say blood did it. 12 will kill a nigga and throw a red rag on the ground, say the Crip did it. Oh, it happens in LA all the time. That ain't nothing new down there. Who killed Raymond Washington? Wait, hold on. Y'all hear that? Me either. Yeah, do your homework on that. That's what 12 do. I say it again. Who killed Raymond Washington? I'm gonna say it one more time. Y'all hear that? Me either. Do your homework on that. Why did I bring that up? Because that's what they do. They start something and they leave a wall for the niggas to figure it out themselves. I'm trying to give y'all a message in all the mess, y'all. I'm trying to give you a message in all the mess. Please get the message in this. I don't have no problem with Adam. But he got a problem with getting me down there. I don't got a problem, but you know, Adam, once your problem's gone, shit. I might tune in with Tune, and me and Tune might get us a little tune up on the car, and we might pay attention and just work our way down there. But the circumstances, he leave me no choice. I can't go down there. I got niggas giving me threats, cartoon characters, and all type of niggas. 53-year-old cartoon characters was talking crazy to me. Now, since I've been dealing with the Adam situation, I've never been on Adam, and all Adam has caused me was drama from a long distance, from afar. Every time he get on there, it's nothing positive about me. He claimed I put on a gay crib. He had the world sit down, then he brought the gay crib back, and the gay crib had to slapped all of them in the face. And told him I was lying. I was trying to get my reputation. You did a good. I told Tony Wearis, thank you. Because I can see what you Crip niggas about. It took a punk to get me all the way down there. Well, a gay guy. I ain't going to call him a punk. I'm going to say the gay guy. I'm going to respect his heritage. Because he got me all the way to no jumper. All you Crip niggas trying to take me out on no jumper. Get out there. I respect that. Any way that your name can build. But, you know, if you had to build your name on a lie, it's always going to be destroyed at the end, y'all. A lie never lasts long. So it'd be good to come forward and do what you do. But on that note, shout out to Adam. Another one bites the dust. Let me just let y'all know, Adam will never pay for nothing that he do. Because the only thing he doing, he just doing his job. Anything else to him?
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off those shoes and super violate that like button. How New Edition say? A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is a long, long way. Violate that like button to keep us in this algorithm. Now, you know, I haven't really been paying attention to Adam 22 like that. Adam 22 really ain't been on my radar. I never really watched his channel like that. No disrespect to him. I never really watched his channel like that. It's just that even when I like channels, I don't really have the time to watch niggas like that. Some of y'all don't get the chance to watch me like that, and y'all subscribe to me. But this little beef between these two dudes on Adam 22, I don't even know these. Listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even know these dudes' name, but I don't like what I see. Shall we begin?
Watch what you say up on here, cause these think you can't be caught. You could be caught. You could be found. You could, nigga, on the set. What's the name? I'm gonna get up on you, just like I just got up on you. And the first thing I want to tell you, you gonna die right here. I smoke your ass, and niggas, you gonna die at no jumpers, niggas. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna flatline you right here and go to jail and laugh at your ass. Why you on the projector dead? And I'm gonna be doing burpees in jail, laughing at your ass. Get on my collect calls. And that's gonna be the end of that. You know why? We've been there because it's rolling 40s.
So that's what we doing, Adam? That's what we doing? It's crazy because I didn't do the story yet, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all heard the story. Matter of fact, this video might make me do the story where you had two YouTubers who got into a situation where they was beefing with each other. And one of them was broadcasting live in Vegas, the same way I was broadcasting live in Bronx River. And another YouTuber, the other YouTuber walked up on the other one and aired him out and his wife out live on TV. Yeah, turned his TV off. Disconnected his subscription to cable. He will never have any Wi-Fi again. Y'all get the picture. But nevertheless, this is Adam 22 response to which this took place on his platform.
So I just got off the phone with 607 and he no longer wants to be part of No Jumper. This is like the most unpredictable dude I've ever met in my life because I thought that he was just like down for it. But I guess when 4Extra told him off camera that he was going to kill him, he took it as like a bad omen on some like witchcraft or voodoo or whatever his religion thing is. So he's saying that he's no longer on the Tuesday show. So tomorrow, I don't know. I'm still honestly going to keep trying to get him to pull up just so we can at least maybe have like one final conversation on camera before he rides off into the sunset. But yeah, this has been a very hectic couple of weeks, and there's part of me that wants him to stay, and there's another part of me that is just like, okay, get out of here. You're a little too much. So I just wanted to let you guys know.
Hold up. We heard him tell him on camera that he would turn his TV off and go to jail and collect phone calls. So you telling me after the cameras went off, he reinforced, because in your words, you said when the cameras went off, we watched it on camera. We saw that on camera. It was caught on tape. So now, to reiterate that, when the cameras cut off, he ran down on son and told him, I'll make you famous. I'll rock your snot box. I'll hit him in the head with the headshot. And you talking about he acting weird. He came to your platform to be a podcaster, and you turned the show or allowed the show because you're not sitting there, but from your home or from wherever you made that video from, you pissed off because you wanted it to turn into a shit show. Well, how far did you want them brothers to go on your platform? Huh? And all you dudes that was running around, all you OGs, all you big homies, all you, and some of you, I'm going to be nice, you dust buckets that was running around New York City with this nigga. Y'all think that that's cool? So now y'all got a colonizer having the colonized brawl on his platform. Not even brawl. Death threats came out of that. And y'all think that that's cool, right? Huh? Don't worry, I won't call no names this time because I don't have to. Y'all got all the videos circulating all over Instagram and YouTube. So I'm talking to every last one of you niggas now. Take it personal. I don't have to say your names. This is what y'all was running with. And then some of y'all niggas got the audacity to talk about me, but this is what you was running. This nigga got niggas up there acting like Jerry Springer. When y'all walking around the federal penitentiary or y'all walking around the state penitentiary, are y'all acting like that for the colonizer? But then y'all come home from jail and y'all let this dude manipulate y'all like that? But y'all looking at me funny. Y'all ain't never seen me take two black men and put them on my platform and make them fight. Y'all never seen me take two black men and put them on my platform and have them fight. But you got old Adolf Hitler right here, old Santa Claus. You got old Santa Claus right here coming on your platform and showing you just what he's made of. And y'all cool with this. I mean, if y'all right, and see, Adam, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, dogs, no, I don't agree with everything that you doing, my nigga. I don't see how dudes in their 40s and 50s and 60s in LA can sit back and actually watch this buffoonery after what happened to Big U, after what happened to Brick Baby, after what happened to Loose Cannon. Y'all really sitting back and watching this? It is what it is. Who am I to judge? He a field nigga. He a house nigga. Me, I'm the runaway slave. That's who. I don't like what I'm seeing. It is what it is, though. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because I'm pretty sure when that brother stepped on your platform, he had to make a decision. I'm going to walk away and leave this podcast and stuff, or I'm going to prove to this man and prove to the world that I'm tough and I'm going to sit in jail for the rest of my life and eat commissary. That's the choice and the decision that you laid on these brothers' lap. Then you go call a nigga weird because he don't want to fight.
You know what we on, nigga. From Vegas to the pound. Yada, what's the word? Nah, we moving, ain't got too much motion.
So special.
Everything to the chin, nothing to the heart. I told my youngest slide, he think he in the park, jumping in the water, you swimming with the sharks. We watching for the ops, they're the cops and the knocks, nigga. And I could go and get this money with my eyes closed. Whenever I need a brick, I say El Chapo. My Mexican homie, I call him Pato. And when I want a nigga hit, I say bring tacos. You know this shit about my legacy. Niggas try to tarnish my name instead of treasure me. I've been official since a pup. Barely had my own water, try and fill a nigga cup. Now it's Ruth Chris for the steak night. really used to trap on them late nights. First you get the money, then you take flight. Every day my birthday now, nigga, that cake right. First you get the money, then it's gang shit. We only talking money, that's our language. We wanna see the picture, I could paint it. Headshots, we trying to make a nigga famous. The loyalty, I hope he never break it. He lost the guy that back, that's motivation. He only talking money, that's his language. 10 chains on, bitches think I'm famous.
1 foot in the rap, 1 foot in the streets. 1 foot in the chicken, 1 foot in the beef. 40 cal free a nigga memory. Last indictment that came down, I had to put a friend to sleep. Beat the street, pistol sing like T. Marie. Free Lil Reek, post his bail, I knew he was gon' jump it. That's a little me. Cash lord, motherfucking task force. Every single brick and whip I got came with a passport. COD with me, I ain't ask hombre for no favors. I tolerate no hatred, draw on niggas like they papers. Investigators questioning neighbors about the traffic. They say he be just rapping, I think they thought he was packaging. Walking up the studio, on FaceTime with Julio. Don't worry about no immigration, he can get them to me low. I told him take it slow, don't listen to him, don't be stupido. They putting crazy shit up in your head like you Coolio. Made nigga.
First you get the money, then it's gang shit. We only talking money, that's our language. We wanna see the picture, I could paint it. Headshots, we trying to make a nigga famous. The loyalty, I hope he never break it. He lost the guy that back, that's motivation. He only talking money, that's his language. 10 chains on, bitches think I'm famous.
I told him I'ma move over, I'ma pave the way. I told him I'ma move over, I'ma pave the way. See how we got one person in the building, 22 likes, and there's about 1,000 people in the comment section. Do y'all see? And this is what I be talking about with this digital COINTELPRO shit. How they slow my page down. Shoot again. I told him I'ma move over, I'ma pay the way.
Let's just be clear, I put this at the bar high, got my wheels going through the storm like a car shot. They gon' get you till you pull up in that hard top and make it disappear from a button, watch they heart drop. My bars hot, but my delivery immaculate. Being with a scope, so when it fire is accurate. I ain't got my neck on froze, look like I fractured it. It's the type of shit you gon' have to go save your taxes with. Real niggas still around, let's get back to it and separate these Instagram niggas from who was actually lit. Before rap, I was trafficking OT, right? Getting pounds, breaking down the fractions of OZ. I had to wait my turn to watch the game from the nosebleeds. I'm from the Bronx where niggas go to war with their cold D's. Right, so I'm sorry if I'm nigga. Before I take from a man, I'd rather hustle, nigga. I executed my plan and got destructive with it. Real nigga, Hall of Fame, I better get inducted in it. I can't respect you, you don't check on your kids. Run around with some niggas, got you ready to bid. You don't get respect unless I see respect what you did. But whip for the sake, cause separate the neck and the spin. I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. I'm running on my homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way.
I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way.
Deadlift, cameras at my door. Time for a safe trip. Nobody shot and his head split. Shot you up close, blast your legs split.
Brillo.
My gun kick like the no kung fu. Get home till you turn blue. When you in that cell going through hell, it's only you. Niggas leave, money go, bitches too. Red laser on your shirt, but it's you. Automatics, binary, switches too. Chanel was the main. Shotgun, red, yellow shells in the machine. Gotta cut him out his jeans. Back to the basics, sweatpants and basics. Staring through this Hollison window with all patience. That niggas be wired up, y'all all agents. Find your body or something boarded up vacant. Running on my wrist, watching chase the game. Call on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, have to make a way.
I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way.
Running on my wrist, watching chase the game. Call on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way.
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off those shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing to show love. Shall we begin? Yeah, shall we begin? Adam 22. Listen up, my nigga. I ain't saying you the feds. I'm saying something just ain't right. I know some of these dudes that was outside on them blocks. I don't want to see niggas go back to jail. I don't want to see niggas under federal indictments because you niggas keep selling the block. You keep selling the hood. You keep selling gang. It's like everybody want to fit in. Nobody want to stand out. All you niggas is doing the same shit, going in the same direction. Y'all like dogs chasing your tails. And I'm not talking about the little boys outside between 15 and 26. I'm talking about the niggas that's 35 and up. You niggas is moving like slouches. And I don't care if nobody else gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because I see it. I see it. I'm like, I don't understand what part y'all don't see. What are we looking in different directions? Adam, you are the company that you keep, my nigga. I don't want no smoke with you. But when I'm looking at your platform, I just know that something just ain't right. Shall we begin? Let me know in the comment section. Shall we begin? Let me know in the comment section. And I ain't even got to do this all day. Cop you are. It's my turn.
Say, on the side of this interview, I got a real bone to pick with you, bro.
Oh, what's up?
You didn't put my hospital address on the internet.
I know. I screenshotted the conversation with Bud.
It posted it.
Damn, that is
Brody got shot 9 times.
I know.
You want them to come back to the hospital?
That didn't happen, did it?
No, it didn't. Thank God. But, like, bro, you did that.
That's
Who do that?
I know. That's up. I'm sorry.
That's out, Adam.
That's really bad.
You could have me killed.
Oh, I know.
They was already expected to do that.
Really?
Now they would have came and sat in the parking lot or some shit.
I mean, to be fair, I did delete it as soon as you told me to delete it, but I don't know how many hours it was
this was already on air. You know, people screenshotted that and reposted it, and but I picked it up.
Yeah.
And you would have been the reason now.
Bad form.
Would you have been able to sleep at night?
Not easily.
Come on, Adam. Man, I'm black, bro.
Okay.
I'm an affiliate. You see what I'm saying? Like a really out here repping.
That was f***ed up. I'm real sorry about that. I just didn't
That's some
occur.
f***ed up ass shit that I didn't mean to tell you. I said, I ain't gonna text him. I'm gonna get on this show and let him know.
I'm not saying you the feds. I'm just saying something just ain't right. Busy. This for the war. We the people will always support your message. Love. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Appreciate you, family. Like there's a lot of things. We gonna call Adam. Adam. I ain't never trying to war with you, my nigga. We gonna call this accidents, right? See, Adam 22, this is what I see with you, right? Your platform is like, you know, a person with good intentions, right? They got good intentions. They go in your kitchen to cook you a steak. They about to hook up a steak. Then they burn your kitchen down. And your kitchen burns your house down. Now you homeless. I'm not saying you the police, but there's a lot of police shit that's going on your platform, my nigga. And then for all you gang niggas that act like y'all don't see, I'm gonna play it because some of y'all might not watch internet. Y'all so street, but at the same time, so excited to be on Adam 22's platform.
You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And I was talking on regular, so it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so.
Notice this is Adam 22's platform. Notice that WAC 100 is leading the conversation. Adam 22, you are the company that you keep.
Fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit a little bit too early because the homie City double back 3 times. You hear what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
God, that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. I heard this. I don't know who it is. I heard that Shitty and Nipsey had a fight.
Yeah, they had. They had a fight like a week before that. When they had a fight, you know, Shitty ain't known for fighting.
Yeah, not at all.
He known for doing the other things. So at the end of the day, it's like Nipsey beat him up. Nipsey is what? It's like 6'4", 6'5". Shitty is like 5'5", 5'6". You know what I'm saying? Like frails. Like he get high.
So it was already some friction.
Yeah, it was already friction.
Adam, what WAC 100 just finished doing on your platform in this video, Exhibit B, it's called conspiracy. He tried to put a conspiracy theory, a conspiracy to murder of Nipsey Hussle on Big U on your platform. You street niggas gonna act like y'all don't see that? They're gonna act like y'all gonna see that? Y'all don't see that, right? You are the company that you keep. If crack is being sold out of my house, that make my house the crack house. If the feds, the FBI are doing investigations based off of videos, audio that's coming off your platform, that makes your platform the FBI, my nigga, by default. I'm not saying you the feds, but I'm saying you the feds. part you niggas don't understand. I didn't come here to bite my tongue. The reason why I'm speaking on this situation, because I got love for some of them niggas that's out there on the block. So Adam 22, it's just funny though, right? Because you sit up there talking about I'm sitting on my couch by myself. But when I went to academics platform, some of them same niggas that you standing out there with, they was on that platform. I shared the spotlight. The only platform that I didn't share the spotlight on was on your platform because you didn't leave no room for me to bring other niggas on that platform. Every major platform that I've been on, except Tasha K and you, I brought other people to share the stage, my nigga. And when I went on Adam 22 and Vlad's platform, I am a civilian, my nigga. I'm a family man. I just so happen to be a nigga that get busy. Whether you niggas like it or not. Whether you like it or not, I got a history, I got a past. Whether you niggas like it or not, that's why I say what I want to say. I got a history getting busy, my nigga. But I'm a family man. And with all you niggas taking shots and throwing shots, talking about, oh, niggas be sitting on the couch, nigga, your couch don't look like my couch, my nigga. Your couch don't look like my couch. What y'all gonna say? This is still an Airbnb. I've been here for 3 years, my nigga. Remember when I took y'all to the yard? Remember the first time I took y'all to the yard? There was no fence. Don't talk about my couch, my nigga. My couch bigger than your apartment. It might look small, but my couch bigger than your apartment. And my yard is coming along. Y'all see the dog? Move, Cookie. You see that fence? There's a fence around the whole yard. Shut up. I got different dogs in different states, my nigga. Don't play with me. Y'all niggas be bugging. Y'all be trying to throw shade at a nigga for being in the house on the couch, but look at my couch, my nigga. Look at my couch, my nigga. Look at my couch, my nigga. Look at my house, my nigga. My house look better than the block. My house feels better than the block. You niggas don't live like me. That's why I'm always in the house, getting more money, being creative. It ain't my fault some of you niggas want to stay on the block. It ain't my fault some of you niggas want to stay on the block. Trying to throw shade at me for having a nice house. Ain't y'all gonna get to see me the way I'm gonna do that yard, my other yard? At my other house? The way I'm gonna do that big ass yard? Remember when Jim Jones was talking shit? I got my dogs in the corner. Y'all don't even see my dogs in the corner. I don't like the setup yet. When I'm finished with the setup, that's when y'all gonna see the setup with the dogs. Piece by piece, I'm gonna show y'all what niggas, what grown men do. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm not knocking nobody just rapping. You doing your talent or whatever. Do what y'all do. But the way that y'all doing it, it's like, well, damn, we not looking at the same shit.
He just feels like you're kind of on the verge of doing something crazy. And you didn't say it, but it feels like the suggestion is that maybe this is because of the stress that the big Rico is putting on you, since you might feel like, since you were so wrapped up in so much of his dealings, that maybe you're next on the Fed's platter.
What do you mean, dealings?
You know, like I'm watching Rich Homie Quan, and he's talking about how when rest in peace, that when he had to come to LA and check in, that it was like you and Big U, sort of two men in the situation.
We was having a conversation
about checking in.
No, I was already up there having a conversation. Again, he pulled up. See, y'all got it. This was crazy. When it come to me, you motherfuckers seem to catch amnesia when somebody's telling the story. He said he landed in LAX. Whoever picked him up, whoever he was with, told him we need to go to Crenshaw High. He said, oh, okay, that's the blue side. So I don't know Rich Homie Quad. I don't know. I know him from. I know really knew his mama.
You were at the football game talking business with Big.
No, we were in the parking lot having a conversation. He pulled up
to check in.
Yeah, well, you got to remember that ain't my neighborhood,
right?
So he ain't pulling up for me.
Hold up. That's why I had to stop it right there. Are y'all listening? Are y'all hearing what I'm hearing? Adam calling Wack out on his shit. And it's crazy how Wack is smart and knows how to answer the answers. So he telling them, you out there with Rich Homie Quan and y'all making them check in. Wack was smart. He said, this is not my neighborhood. So now in this conversation, he's distancing himself from the criminal activities that Big U was doing to Rich Homie Quan. He's smart enough to know what's going on, but other niggas wasn't smart enough to answer those questions. That's why niggas is in jail. But I'm bugging when I sit up there and I point this out. Like, come on, my nigga. Y'all niggas pick and choose. That's why I hate the streets. That's why y'all can have the streets. That's why I hate the streets. That's why y'all can have the streets. Because all these niggas that be running around talking about they got all these street principles, all these hood principles, they liars. They liars. And then the crazy part about it is, I guarantee you if I would have came out on them blocks, I'd have got fake daps, fake smiles, fake hugs. Because a lot of these niggas that you see that was on those blocks, they follow me. And most of them niggas won't even support my posts. Shout out to Shay Davis, man. One of the coolest niggas. He support my posts. A lot of them other niggas don't support my posts. And I show these niggas love. I'm talking about niggas that I show love to every chance I get. But as soon as y'all see the colonizer, as soon as y'all see Christopher Columbus, I don't know what's going on with my audio. Is my audio better? Of course they sitting up there trying to mess up my audio. Why wouldn't they try to mess up my audio? They don't want y'all watching my live. Of course they gonna mess with my shit. It's a holiday right now and y'all watching me. They don't like that. Come on, man. Y'all niggas don't like the truth. I come to give you the ugly truth, but y'all want the beautiful lie. Listen to this real careful. I want y'all to listen to this. All you niggas that was on the block, I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this conversation and listen how clever Wack was when Adam put him on a hot seat.
He just feels like you're kind of on the verge of doing something crazy, and he didn't say it, but it feels like the suggestion is that maybe this is because of the stress that the Big U Rico is putting on you, since you might feel like, since you were so wrapped up in so much of his dealings, that maybe you're next on the feds platter.
What do you mean dealings?
You know, like I'm watching Rich Homie.
The nigga said, stop right there. What do you mean dealings? You've been running around getting busy with Big U, but now you know this investigation is coming. Listen to how he cleaned it up. Stop right there. Watch this.
Quan, and he's talking about how when rest in peace, that when he had to come to LA and check in, that it was like you and Big U, sort of two men in the situation.
We was having a conversation
about checking in.
No, I was already up there having a conversation. Again, he pulled up. See, y'all got it. This was crazy.
Listen to how he's stuttering. Listen to how the nigga stuttering. He had to think about it.
When it come to me, you must seem to catch amnesia when somebody's telling the story. He said he landed in LAX. Whoever picked him up, whoever he was with, told him we need to go to Crenshaw High. He said, "Oh, okay, that's the blue side." So I don't know Rich Homie Quan. I don't know. I just know him from. I really knew his mama.
You were at the football game talking business with Big.
No, we were in the parking lot having a conversation. He pulled up
to check in.
Yeah, well, you got to remember that ain't my neighborhood,
right?
So he.
Notice how Adam said to check in. Notice how Wack came back. That ain't my neighborhood. Then what you doing out there with him? That ain't your neighborhood, but you out there with Big U while he's making this nigga Rich Homie Quan check in. Y'all not listening? Like, come on, my nigga. Y'all don't see what I see? But y'all gonna play dumb, right? Yo.
He ain't pulling up for me.
He ain't pulling up for me. Adam 22, you are the company that you keep. Adam 22 messing with the Wi-Fi, brother. I bet he is. I challenge anybody on this situation. You want to go? The evidence is on the internet, my nigga. I'm not talking just to be talking. That's why I'm not going on none of these platforms ever again. Y'all got to keep in mind, y'all was watching me with 10 to 20,000 people in attendance until I started going on those platforms. Then they started sabotaging my platforms. I'm not never going on those platforms again. What part y'all not listening to, right?
Future old Trick some money. So me, Trick, and Big U was real close at the time. Right? Hey, Future old bro some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the bag, the football player. Right? Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take it. I got it here. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running.
You got that money for Trick? He take off running. They pulling people out of the live. Now y'all pulling people out of the live.
The dead homies through the devil. What the? Runs into a terminal and he runs into the thing, but it ain't.
Notice how the number jumped back up to 2,300 from 1,700? They playing with my live.
Up to no plane. He left it. Wow. He runs into the terminal. True story. He runs into the terminal, right? When he runs into the terminal, he take his phone out. Right? He know he can only go so far. What you gonna do? Jump?
Shout out to the 2,800.
That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, "What? It's me, Stunner. Talk to me." I say, "Stunner, I'm busy right now." He said, "Yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on?" I say, "Oh, Trick a bag. He can't be in our backyard and he don't throw a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get dumped and then he gonna pay." Right? Trick.
That's extortion. That's extortion. And notice that Wack 100 keeps throwing Trick name out there and throwing the situation out there like he bigging Trick up. But what he's really doing is letting the FBI know that Trick is extorting rappers as well. That Trick is making niggas check in as well. That's what he's doing, nigga. You not slick. And he's doing it on your platform, that Vlad.
Got home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit. Right? He say, "Wack, my word to you, I pay that. Let him be." I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, your son talking to you as your brother. Leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. If he trick, I'll pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I back the phone and walk away. He trick out his wife. It's real. But I'm saying,
it's just amazing how niggas will give me a crooked smile because niggas don't want to see me in position like I'm in position. But then when that white boy pull up, after all them niggas went to the feds off of his platform, the feds was able to infiltrate their extortion ring for the first time in history due to Adam 22's platform. I'm not saying Adam 22 is a fed. I'm just saying something just ain't right. Like, come on, my nigga. Let's be real about it, man.
yo, Gotti, say your prayers. You better say your prayers. You know they coming, don't you? You know they coming. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, that nigga got up there and said, they said, didn't CMG pay for your attorney $50,000? Yeah. But they didn't give it to me. He said, yeah. But they paid for it because you killed off, right? Yeah. Well, that was your compensation, right? Right? CMG said, well, yeah, they gave the attorney $50,000. Yeah, because I killed off. You dead. He was an exec of that company. That's your brother. That's gonna get steep. That's next. Watch. Remember I told you. Wouldn't it be smart to blame it on the dead man, though? No, he was part of the company. They saying CMG, they're gonna classify it as a game. They're gonna try to dog you. Now let's do the math. CMG and PRE shooting at the back in the Carolinas. Motherfuckers doing songs, shot the Sprinter 100 times, bulletproof. You're dead. PRE, that's gonna take it and paint the perfect movie. These two things are game, and your game paid this dude attorney $50,000 because you hired him to do a hit for $100. They coming. Damn. I heard that. I said, y'all didn't hear that shit? Yeah, I heard it when he was testifying. Oh my God! I said, oh damn.
And let me say this, man. Any of the dudes out there that I know that's trying to do something with your music that I know in real life, I always got a place for you dudes on my platform. That's just how I am. When Adam's sitting up there talking about how I'm sitting on my platform by myself, I don't offer my platform to many niggas. Many of people. Many of people. I don't got to sit here and name all of the names, but being that people like to see receipts, you see what I'm saying? When you look at the 050 movement, China Britain, Harlem Legend, right? Their first show was with me. With me. Many a times I went on the brothers' platform and still deal with Harlem Legend. Still, to this day. And when you look at the 050 movement, look how many pages and channels branched off from them. Mr. Let's get to that. Y'all wouldn't even know who Zip with the Drip is or was if it wasn't for me. Now he got my whole style. He's singing just like me, took my whole style. He playing music in the beginning of his lives just like me, my whole style. Dealing with the same topics that I deal with, celebrity gossip, my whole style. So when y'all sitting up there talking, a nigga sitting up there talking about I'm on my platform by myself, nigga, you know how many niggas I brought to my platform and gave a push? I don't have to hold everybody's hands. But I do offer my platform to niggas. You don't see a lot of niggas on my platform like that. You know why? Because niggas is lazy. They want handouts. They don't want to work. Niggas is lazy. And if you keep a bunch of grown niggas around you that ain't doing nothing, they're going to suck your pockets dry. It is what it is. Your shit is amazing, man. I'm not going to sit on my platform creeping up on 50 years old or 49 years old. I'm not going to sit on my platform and sell you the streets. The streets have an expiration date. A lot of these niggas that keep glorifying the streets, some of them ain't going to make it past this summer. Watch and see. And if they make it past this summer, some of their mans is going to be on rest in peace t-shirts. They're going to be pouring out Henny and burning candles. Watch. Nigga, I'm trying to make it to the finish line now. Because once you get to a certain age, ain't nothing going on but the mortgage, my nigga. You get low and you get money. Crazy part about it is all you niggas is bragging about how y'all was the man before social media. Then what y'all need Adam 22 for? When y'all know he ain't right. So you telling me your niggas is only your niggas on the block, but you can't pull that power to social media? If you can't do that, then you ain't lit. You ain't rock him, you can't move the crowd, my nigga. It's amazing how many of you niggas was dissing us internet niggas, but then when you see Adam 22, y'all all teeth. Smiles. Smile for me, brother. Smiles. Niggas sending niggas up under the jail and y'all niggas showing y'all teeth. Brother Hassan, chosen one, kept first person yourself. Nope. It's not easy for none of us to do, period. Be positive through good, bad, and ugly and worse. Let me tell you something, man. We living in the signs of the times. Not only are we living in the signs of the times, we are living in times where we already know it ain't a conspiracy. The FBI got a problem with the black community and they trying to lock up as many of our soldiers as we can. It's my job to open your eyes while these other niggas is trying to close your eyes. I don't trust none of these niggas, especially the niggas that's coming home from the feds. Because some of these niggas was never supposed to come home. So then you got to ask yourself a question. Which ones got the appeals? And which ones got let go to infiltrate the hood? Y'all not watching what's going on Adam 22? The internet is the most powerful weapon now. So now they got cyber cops, digital COINTELPRO. They got niggas like Whack 100 showing you how he's breaking down evidence for the government. And y'all niggas y'all not paying attention? Listen, if y'all niggas don't care, I don't care neither. Because I tell you one thing, I guarantee you all you niggas, damn, they just took 600 people out of the building. I guarantee you one thing, all you niggas on the block, I guarantee you I'll survive longer in Hawaii, in Puerto Rico, in the Virgin Islands, in Miami on the beach. I'll survive in my house, in my beautiful backyard, longer than you niggas is going to survive on that block. That block don't love you. I don't even understand why you niggas in your 40s and 50s still selling the block. And again, if everybody's getting money, why y'all niggas is still doing video shoots in the projects? If everybody is getting money and getting to that bag, why is niggas still doing the same video shoots in the projects? With the pissy elevators and the pissy staircases. I don't get it. Rich niggas is supposed to do rich nigga shit. Step y'all game up, my nigga. Step y'all game up. You want to impress me Put 100 niggas on a plane and make videos on jet skis under palm trees. Y'all niggas can't, all the money y'all getting, y'all can't rent no mansions and shoot no videos in no mansions? I don't get it. Why y'all still trying to sell the hood to the hood? I don't get it. What was so special about Adam 22 coming to the hood? You know what would have been special? To actually see all of y'all niggas inside his swimming pool. Bloop, bloop, bloop. But that ain't gonna happen. Niggas will always take you back to the gutter, but they'll never lead you to paradise. But then when I try to lead you niggas to show you that you could have paradise, y'all niggas don't like that. Y'all don't like that. Then the jealousy start kicking in because, yeah, I know I'm living better than you niggas. I know I'm living better than you niggas. And this is no shade to anybody that didn't get the bag. Maybe your time will come. Maybe God is protecting you from the evils of money. Because there's a lot that comes with getting that bag. But for you niggas that got the bag, show me something. Everybody running around talking about they got the bag and y'all been getting the bag and the only thing that y'all can show me is the projects. Everybody talking about y'all got the bags, but every video is in front of the bodega or the project buildings. That shit is so whack. Ew. That's not impressive at all. That's why niggas be. I just sat back and watched the nigga. Nigga gave a shout out to his jeweler. Whatever happened to giving a shout out to the real estate worker? Nigga gave a shout out to his jeweler. Like, how you go and buy a chain before you went and bought a couch, my nigga? How you go and buy a chain before you go and buy a couch, my nigga? And these are the niggas that y'all following? The nigga went and bought a chain, and I'm talking about Zip, I say names. My nigga, how you went and bought a chain? And you ain't going to buy a couch, my nigga. The nigga said, I want to give a shout out to my jeweler. Nigga, what about the real estate agent? As soon as you get a little bit of money, you go buy a chain and you don't even get furniture? We different, my nigga. Don't compare me to these niggas. Still talking about jail. Nah, I'm saying, yeah, I grew up on the block. Nigga, you still on the same fucking block and you bragging. You still on the same block. Where the money at, my nigga? Brother Hassan Chosen One on It Most Don't Get the Mask, the Sleepwalking, Daywalker Zombies, the Walking Dead, third person sheeples. Yeah, they are the Walking Dead. These niggas is zombies. Thank you for sponsoring this war. And as soon as we get to 3,000 people in the building, they don't want us to, they don't want y'all to see that our numbers is up like that. So they keep pulling the people right out of the building. That's some sucker shit. But it's all right, though. We still gonna rock out. They want y'all to feel like my channel was dying off. Nah, it ain't dying off. They trying to kill it. You know why they trying to kill it? Because they don't want, listen, man, they not trying to raise a Messiah on their platform. I keep telling y'all, man, we are living in the signs of the times, man. These people are looking for the Messiah. They're looking for the second coming of Christ. What you think is going to happen when Christ come a second time? Huh? What you think is what's going to happen when the ancestors come? You think everybody going to be invited on those ships? No, they not. The ancestors will be able to recognize the righteous from their glow. They will be able to, they will see. Why you think they keep pushing the street energy on us? Most of the niggas in the streets that I know is praying to get out of the streets. They don't want to be there. They there because they feel like they ain't got no choice. So when you see niggas that go out of their way to sell you the streets, understand they FBI too. Adam 22 and Whack infiltrated the Cali gangs. Now they coming to take New York down, gangs, and they stupid to see the feds infiltrated the hood slowly. Exactly. Like we all watch the same thing. And niggas is happy to sit down with that. Anybody that sit up there and tell you that these niggas ain't come with Tell Pro, they come with Tell Pro. You are the company that you keep. Whack can't be hot and Adam 22 not hot. Listen to their conversations. Yeah, wanting that spotlight is dangerous. Yeah, let me get you out of here so you ain't got to watch my ponytail. Now you ain't got to watch my ponytail. See? Voila. You'll never speak on my ponytail again. I ain't got no tolerance for you niggas that's trolling today. We not even tolerating you, especially when we dealing with a serious topic. Now you ain't going to talk about my ponytail, nigga. Let's talk about how fly my crib look. Huh? Let's talk about the fact that a nigga got a 2025 Benz sitting in the driveway. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how my shit light up like night right at nighttime. You want to go inside there and change the colors? Let's talk about the fact I got a big ass garage sitting right here. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about my bathroom look crazy. Nah, we don't want to talk about that. You bald and bad, bro. Who cares? I don't care about balding. I still get my balls waxed. It doesn't matter to me. Y'all niggas is talking about the fact that my ponytail, what my hair look like. Are you not paying attention to the thousands of people that's in the building? We got 3,200 people in the building. Why are you worried about my hair? Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part. Niggas is trying to dim my light. You can't dim my light. And my Mars that's in the building, for all the people that want to keep talking about my hair, start blocking them out. Get them up out of here. Get them up out of here. Matter of fact, I might start giving out wrenches to the new people that give super chat. That's how we gonna do that. You bring in more people than these broke rappers at the Lame Show. Yep, I sure enough do. Niggas had an empty house with no family. What's an empty house with no family? Everybody just went to go something to eat. The food is on its way back. This is not an empty house. What you want me to take you to so I got to take you to a tour now because y'all want to be on that zip with the drip bullshit where you try to convince some people that this is an Airbnb when I had this house for 3 years. You want to see the cabinets? Huh? You want to see the bathrooms? Or you want me to give you just a little bit of a tour? Because I'm not going to show you every room in the house. There's no reason for me to show you every room in the house. You want me to show you the legal gun collection? Huh? You want me to show you the legal gun collection? Yeah. Yeah. You want me to show you the legal gun collection? Airbnb. I had this house for 3 years now. So you saying I just come visit the Airbnb, and I decided to put a fence around my own Airbnb. And see this right here. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna just give y'all a little piece, right? I'm gonna let y'all see the garage before I'm done with it. Because the next time y'all see this garage, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to look like this. You see this right here? That's the gazebo. That's the gazebo. You see this right here? Lawnmower, bags of dog food. See this right here? That's a deep freezer. Do that look like an Airbnb to you? No, it's not. I know I'm going to put I'm pimping this garage out. This garage is getting pimped out. The yard is getting pimped out. Come on. The guest bathroom is better than your bathroom in the projects, my nigga. Guest bathroom. Yeah, fly nigga. Huh? No Airbnb, baby. No Airbnb. No Airbnb. I'll turn it on in a minute. Just want this to make some more holes. That joint ran me. You see my baby girl in here. Or did she go with her mother? Nah, she went to the store. It's a little mess in here. No Airbnb. Turn the dresser on. Turn the dresser on. No Airbnb. I ain't showing y'all every room. There's no need to. We different. We all the way different. Closet in there, size of a room. Stand-up shower. This is why niggas don't like me. This is just one of my cribs. That's why they trying to sabotage my channel. Different. I should show you my daughter room. She might get mad at me though. It's my daughter room. It's one of my daughter's room. Y'all better not tell her. She don't know I'm in her room. This is my daughter's bed. This is my daughter's bed. This is my daughter's room. Yeah, it's my daughter's room. Stop playing. Airbnb what? Oh, they done crashed my live. They back. I'm out. Talking about. They probably was sitting in the car watching my live. It's my daughter's room. Stop playing, my nigga. See, the difference is a lot of niggas got the bag, but they ain't know what to do with it. You give me the bag, I show you what to do with it. Nigga, I got cribs in different states. What are we talking about? Nigga talk about his jeweler. The jeweler? I'm live right now. Nigga said in my comment section, trying to say I'm in the Airbnb. This nigga ain't got no family in the house.
He sounds stupid.
Ain't no family in the house. You see the family now? You see my daughter walking in the background, getting ready to pick out? See my daughter in the background now? Yeah, you see my other daughter in the background? Yeah. I thought I didn't have no family. I'm in the Airbnb by myself, right?
The same Airbnb
The same Airbnb over and over again.
Okay.
See, I think some of y'all didn't realize that crib on University, that's gone. Bye-bye. I left it there for you, my nigga. You. I left that crib there on University is for you. Go get it. See if you can get in contact with the landlord in the building and get into that crib. You can have the block, my nigga. Niggas keep trying to sell me the hood. I talk about my people because I love my people, but loving you niggas is like being in a domestic violence situation. Loving you niggas is like being in an abusive relationship. I ain't gonna keep leaving with a black eye. That backyard was way bigger than last. Hell yeah, it's way bigger. This shit swallowed that yard. That's why I'm telling y'all don't even understand what I'm the shit that I'm gonna do with this yard right here compared to the other one. The only thing I'm waiting for is to find me a dude like my dude George. George is no joke. Unless I can get George to come all the way down here. Yes, and Africa Bambaataa lost his case. He lost in civil court. He lost. And for those people that's making little slick videos, Hassan don't have nothing to do with John Doe. I have everything to do with John Doe. Everything to do with John Doe. John Doe is like my little brother. I know who John Doe is. They don't. Layla Wills has everything to do with John Doe. It took a team effort to expose this pedophile. But the funny part about it is that y'all go crazy for Cassie and Diddy. When Cassie was Diddy's girl for over a decade, and y'all all over that situation. But the real predator that's running around, and I'm not saying Diddy not a predator. I'm just saying that the evidence that they're giving us is not good enough. It's not. It's not good enough. Yes, shout out to John Doe. Everybody show John Doe and Layla Wills. Everybody in the comment section. Let Layla Wills. We love you, Layla Wills. Let me see it in the comment section. If you in the comment section, write in the comment section, we love you, Layla Wills. You know, let me tell y'all something, man. Layla Wills got picked on. She got abused. You know, Herman Smalls, you try to do her dirty. Same way you tried to do me dirty. You call it guerrilla journalism, but we ain't never seen you do no guerrilla journalism running down on Africa Bambaataa, my nigga. You tried to do Layla Wills dirty. She had to put up with a lot. Layla Wills is a true champion. She's not feeling good right now. Y'all tell Layla Wills in the comment section to get well. Layla Wills is a true champion. You know, I was skeptical. I'm not going to sit up there and lie in the beginning. I was skeptical about Layla Wills, you know, as I'm supposed to be. Because the reality of it is that look what happened with Ron Savage. Look what happened with Ron Savage. So I'm still in the empty house now? Cocksucker.
All you have to do is show them the pantry. Who the fuck won't have a full pantry like that?
Nigga said he in the empty house. That's probably Zip Burner account. Talking about he want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my jeweler. Nigga, give a shout out to the furniture store, my nigga. Give a shout out to the furniture store, my nigga. The dumbest shit in the world you could do is to go buy some goddamn jewelry before you go buy a goddamn couch in your house. But you know what, though? Some people deserve that project look. Some of you, y'all deserve them yellow walls. Gully TV be trying to copy you now. Of course he tried to copy me now. Zip with the Drip tried to copy me. Music in the beginning of his lives. He plays music. Then he want to sing and harmonize throughout his life. Where do you think he got that from? He wants all my topics. Where do you think he got it from? As a matter of fact, when he came home from jail, he didn't even know what he was going to do with his life until he seen Hassan Campbell. Now he's doing exactly what Hassan Campbell was doing. I didn't get in his lane. He got in mine. But I realized something, though. Yeah, I realized a lot of stuff, and I got to start getting shout out to my Patreon, man. I need for y'all to get back on that Patreon. Patreon.com, Hassan Campbell. I need for y'all to get back on that Patreon because you know what? Some videos I'm not even going to be making for YouTube. Or some things I got to save for Patreon. Some conversations I'm going to have for Patreon. But let me tell y'all something, right? Nipsey Hussle. It's funny how Nipsey was really doing things for the community. And the community killed him. When you sit back and you think about Young Dolph, I think Young Dolph probably bought more property in the hood than any other rapper. Don't quote me on it. I could be wrong, but I could be right as well. And when a nigga started investing in that real estate, look what happened to Young Dolph. Moral of the story is because I can keep on going and going and going. When you get to a certain level, you got to leave the hood behind. Because one thing I realized dealing with them California niggas is some of these New York niggas, everybody is tied into the FBI. All these niggas is tied into the FBI. They all tied into these rappers. They all tied into Hollywood. Yeah, they tied. The only way you can survive, especially when you a nigga like me, none of these niggas don't like me. Oh, you ain't never been to jail. That's been proven. My paperwork has been put up. Oh, you ain't never did this. Oh, you don't go outside like nigga. How much more going outside I got in me? I don't even know how many heartbeats I got left. And y'all make sure y'all go support Milk That here in the comment section. Make sure y'all go support my brother's page. And we're going to have some new music coming soon too. Mike Epps brought up his old block. Yeah. The hood don't love nobody. I don't understand why niggas be running around bragging about being outside. I ain't never seen a nigga that the hood loved. But I have seen the hood crying, complaining, talking about he was a good nigga. We just seen Jim Jones for the first time ever in history at a funeral crying. Because they killed the old 61-year-old lady. Y'all niggas be confusing me when y'all be glorifying the block. The block don't love nobody. I guarantee you every nigga that be bragging about being outside got a nigga that want to kill him. The hood ain't happy to see you. You was just in your hood showing out and got popped. Almost got your TV turned off. And yep, and right after that, I got in the shower. I washed that evil off and went to the Benz dealership and bought a Benz. And now you see me living life happily ever after. See, and this is the part that you don't talk about, you bitch ass nigga. The fact that I went through some shit and the world seen me go through some shit and you seeing me bounce back and living like a king and you don't like it. So now you're going to keep trying to take me back to the day I got shot. But I don't live there no more. The wound healed up, my nigga. It's gone. The wound is healed. There's smiles on my face and Henny in my cup. And you can't have none. It's my party and I cry if I want to. Matter of fact, let me get some ice from the ice maker that you say doesn't exist. Wait a minute, 1 second. Bitch ass nigga. I'm so stupid. Mama, you like that chicken? Yeah. I commend you and Layla for staying fighting and naysayers who tried to who misuse hip hop and cover up Africa Bambaataa story. You know the funny part about it is, right? When you sit back and you analyze it, right? Where's all these major platforms that are rather where's the gully TVs at? Where's Doggy Diamonds at now? Huh? Mr. Africa Bambaataa was your lover. You kept going back. That's not what the court said. They said guilty. That's what the court said. The court said guilty. See, these antics and these tactics that y'all niggas like playing with little kids and making them turn into adults. See, y'all don't do that when it comes to like all these other cases. Y'all don't do that.
No.
Y'all just do that to me because y'all some envious niggas.
You're not doing that to 19-year-old Cassie who was with Diddy for 10 years off and on and knew what she was doing. They're not doing that to them.
The way niggas is coming at me, I get it though. When you the chosen one, that's what it's gonna be. Hassan Campbell, how much is your chain worth? The question should be is how much does this house cost and how could you get one? That's what you should be asking. Don't ask me about no jewelry. Ask me about how could you get you some property. If you ain't got a house already, don't ask about no goddamn jewelry. Brother Hassan, chosen one, I'm joyful for you and your family. Love seeing you. Elevation, awesome, real warrior. I walk alone myself, brother. In the last days, you're going to have to walk alone. Living in the times of Sodom and Gomorrah, you're going to have to walk alone. We live amongst a time where we had to have a president come and tell us that he's going to overturn what the government did instead of the people. These niggas told you that it's okay for your little boy to be a girl and your little girl to be a boy, and y'all stood on that, and y'all allowed it. Y'all allowed it. But everybody want to talk shit about Trump. Y'all allowed that nastiness. Y'all allowed females to get punched in the face by men with tits. Y'all allowed females to get punched in the face by men with tits in the dick. Y'all allowed it. Y'all ain't care. Y'all was willing to let Pharaoh do whatever he wanted to do in Sodom and Gomorrah, or Lot and his people, whichever one. Y'all allowed it. There was no morals, no integrity. And every time something is going wrong with the Board of Education or with black people, the quote unquote real niggas don't never show up. They too busy on the block celebrating they rap videos. The real niggas don't show up. They too busy on the block celebrating they rap videos. Are you not entertained? And it's sad, but somebody got to tell you niggas, right? When you get to a certain age and you start meditating and fasting and praying, or you just start growing and becoming your higher self and a higher level of yourself, you don't listen to music every day. You can't even tolerate some of this shit that's coming out of niggas' speakers. So when you niggas is still running around at 40 and 50 years old talking about turning somebody's TV off and rocking their snot box, like, yo, who the hell's listening to that every day? That's why your music is not going to sell, because you got to be in a mood to listen to that kind of music every single day. You niggas don't even balance your music out. Where's the fun music? Where's the fun music? Where's the music that you could play at the barbecue where your senior citizen family members is there too and they could dance to that? You niggas is almost senior citizens and you still rapping like you 20. Where's the balance at? Remember back in the days when Will Smith came out with that song, Summertime? That's gonna forever be a classic in the summertime because it's summertime. When Tupac came out with Dear Mama, every time it's Mother's Day, it's gonna play on the radio. Y'all niggas gotta learn how to be creative. It kind of hurts your stomach every time you looking at a nigga that's 40 and 50 years old and he's the epitome of a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wanna give a toast and a shout out to all my real niggas. You niggas sound stupid. That's why niggas don't like me. Because I'm gonna tell you. There's a lot of good music out there these days. It just don't get no light. Exactly, it don't get light. I don't see them niggas running down on Funkmaster Flex.
Bell.
How you get some property? Start off by saving some money, working, getting you a decent job. Yo, Zip with the Drip can rap. Zip with the Drip can rap for somebody that want to listen to some ignorant shit. He ain't got no message in his music. Don't nobody want to hear that. That shit that he talking about. Like, listen, you got to understand something. The younger boys are listening to drill music. They don't want to hear that. The older niggas don't want to hear that. We want to hear, if I'm going to listen to some music, right? Don't get me wrong. I do need some workout music, but I don't want to hear nobody talking about being in the trap. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear a nigga calling himself a 40-year-old hooligan. Your music don't relate to me. I'm sorry. I don't know why niggas don't be truthful. Just tell the truth. At 40 years old, at 50 years old, the last thing that you want to do is shoot somebody. So why you rap about it? You don't want to have to shoot nobody. You know you going to jail. There's cameras everywhere. The last thing you want to do is shoot somebody in your 40s and 50s. Why niggas don't tell the truth? Of course they're not going to tell the truth. Niggas ain't happy about going through checkpoints and you don't know if the police going to pull you out of your car and you got a gun on your waist. Keep on letting these niggas sell you the streets. And I promise you, you're going to live in a tenement building your whole life. Keep on letting these niggas sell you the streets. And I promise you, you're going to live in a tenement building your whole life.
Your life gonna be short.
That too. Let me get some insurance on you niggas that want to still keep playing the block. Let me get some life insurance on you niggas. Y'all make me rich. Standing in front of the bodega every single day. I'm not trying to shit on Adam 22. I'm just going to call it how I see it. And in any nigga that sit up there and try to speak up on behalf of Adam 22 after what his platform has done to street niggas, I'll let y'all decide. I'm not arguing back and forth with these niggas about Adam 22. I'm not doing that. Yes, I think it's dope that Adam 22 put on a lot of black people on his platform, but the plot to it is, the twist to it is now, the same niggas that he put on, Brick Baby is done. Brick Baby be lucky if he get 10 years. Loose Cannon will be lucky if he get 10 years. There's a good possibility Big U is going to die in jail. Big U went to jail. He told y'all under his last breath in these streets in his video, the nigga said, Whack 100 set me up and 600 was with the police. Whack 100 is Adam 22's partner. What part y'all don't get? But I'm not gonna go on all night wasting my breath saying the same thing to y'all over and over again. Nah, it's for you to decide. Yeah, they playing good cop, bad cop, but they both cops. I mean, I ain't saying you the police. Something just ain't right. Something ain't right. Fat Joe took Zip Page down. Zip Page with Fat Joe in them is staged. The beef that Zip got going on with Terror Squad is staged and it's fake to boost his image and to boost his views up. It's fake. I guarantee you somewhere down the line you're gonna see Zip hanging out with them niggas again. It's fake. They may have took his Instagram down for something, or maybe he took it down for something, but I'm telling you, it's fake. Trust me when I tell you. Bro made Jada hire him. Fat Joe needed Jada Kiss. Yes, he did. He needed him. Here, let me get you up out of here. We're not gonna sit around and talk about my hairline all night. I'm just blocking you niggas. Haas, remember when dude stole something just ain't right? You played that video. One of my favorite sayings. You say, "Yeah, I remember. They stay stealing my shit. They stay stealing it. I got it from Keith Sweat, and I've even seen him steal it back, doing a video with 50 Cent. Yeah." Blessing to you, Hassan. You have provided the world a lot. Blessed in wisdom to the culture and the future of humanity safety. We appreciate your poetry and philosophies of words. It was hard as hell for me to read that. Rest in peace, Charlie. He said Fat Joe wasn't putting in work and was laughing at Fat Joe. Wow. You know, I don't care what goes on with Fat Joe. It is what it is. I said what I had to say with Fat Joe. Fat Joe owed me an apology, but I know he ain't gonna never give it. The 16th of Nassau is working with the feds. There's an agenda. This is extremely concerning. Listen, what y'all gotta understand, I'm gonna say this on my live. I said this in my, and I want y'all to understand this, right? What y'all gotta understand, in Africa, the Africans over there took back their land from the colonizers. They took back their land and kicked them out of the country. This is why your president decided to give them green cards, or he's telling them the same way Uganda and all the rest of them other places told us that we could come back, Americans could come we could come home over there. That's not our home. It's the same way Trump is telling the white Africans that they could come back to America. This is not their home neither. Europe is their home. Italy, France, and all the other places, that's their home. This is not their home. This is our home. And what y'all got to understand is the reason why they keep their foot and our neck the way they keep their foot and our neck, because they are afraid that one day we are going to wake up and we are going to remember, or we are going to study and find out that this is actually our land and we're native to this land and it has been taken from us. That's why they're changing laws, so that, or rather Trump is changing laws so that we can't fight for our sovereign nation again. This is our nation. This is ours. We are not African. These people go out of their way to sick every agency on us to keep us down. These people go out of their way to give us the worst water. We get the worst food in our neighborhoods. We have the worst crimes in our neighborhood because they do not want you to fight for what was taken from you. You think they're not going to double down even harder on the black community in America after seeing Africans take their land back from the colonizer? And they not sitting up over there talking about, oh, well, you know, we didn't have nothing to do with this. That was our ancestors. They don't want to hear it. They're taking their land back, as they should. They're taking their land back as they should. We have a bloodline that was elevated over others. You think the enemy gonna tell you that? That you God's chosen people? See, the problem is that what y'all don't understand is, yes, at one point in time, we was God's chosen people, but we abandoned and gave up righteousness. We are breaking every universal law that God gave. Understand something. When Moses came, God sent him with the law. When Jesus came, God sent him with repentance. We as a people, we're breaking the law and we're not repenting. You are breaking God's laws every day and you're not repenting. And you wondering why Donald Trump sitting up there and he's overturning some of these laws? Because he realized that the trumpet is blown. He's part of the signs of the time. Every major sign of the time has already happened in our time. All of the major signs of the times have happened in our time. It's happening right in front of our faces, and they're keeping us distracted with Diddy. They're keeping us distracted with these humiliation rituals. Do you people understand that not one black celebrity, and I'm not saying that they're innocent, but they're not going to leave the industry without looking like something filthy, without looking like Diddy, without looking like Bill Cosby? Because part of the ritual in order for black people to achieve wealth in this country on that level, you have to go through the humiliation rituals. So they already dirty you. These people got skeletons in their closet. But then they'll let niggas like me get on YouTube. And when I was talking this conspiracy stuff or talking real stuff, they wouldn't push my channel. But then when I started going at these celebrities, the black celebrities, they gave me more money than I could goddamn count. Running through money, until they realized that I was using celebrity gossip to wake my people up. They don't want none of us to have that glow of righteousness that Moses had. They don't want none of us to have that glow of righteousness that Jesus had. Your body is your temple, not the block. You can't serve two masters. The block is evil. As long as it's under the umbrella of street codes and street rules. The block is evil as long as it's under the umbrella of street code and street rules, and not man, woman, and child. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Some of you niggas just got to understand that regular black people, we getting tired of you street niggas. Y'all want to prove a point to us that you the illest nigga in Nebraska? Go get our land back. Go get our land back. Niggas is running around screaming gang, gang. Niggas ain't even break Tookie out. But they broke a shot of Shakur out. Y'all gangs ain't break Tookie. Y'all ain't break Tookie out. And all you niggas running around screaming gang, gang, y'all birthed was the death of true revolutionaries. Which I didn't watch the Black Panther movie when they used the dope dealers to neutralize Bobby Seals and the rest of the Black Panthers, which I wasn't watching. Y'all didn't read the book. Maybe I should go read the book or watch the movie again. You real niggas and bad bitches was the death of the revolutionary. There was a time when the FBI waged war on our people for asking for stop signs and creating free lunch. Now there's a bunch of jail niggas coming home from jail walking around with 501c3 programs, standing outside with bullhorns and giving out free lunch. Nigga, y'all been infiltrated. And that's why a lot of niggas don't say, they don't like me, because I say the shit that everybody's scared to say. All these programs and all these people have been infiltrated. If we ever try to elevate as a people, who you think gonna be the first people to tell on us? Our own? You niggas are so quick to jump in front of a camera with the feds watching. Remember, when y'all pop y'all shit, I'm not in the streets. I'm always in my house trying to figure out a way to make a way out of no way. You niggas is in the streets like as if y'all ain't got no wives and kids at home. I don't even understand it. Because the truth of the matter is, even when it comes to you street niggas that's always in the streets, something ain't right about you neither. That's not normal for niggas in their 40s and 50s to always be in the street. Y'all niggas don't get tired? I know old niggas like to take naps. Y'all don't take naps? It is what it is. You don't understand my hairline. I don't understand your mother. How we could be having a serious conversation and a nigga like you'll be talking about a nigga hairline thinking that you're going to throw me off. I like my hairline. I'm trying to hold on to your love. It is what it is. You don't see me with a baseball cap on. I know what my hairline look like. And I'm rocking it. I bet you I still get my balls waxed. When you inviting Whack 100 for a sleepover, I don't ever want to see Whack 100 again.
Front door open.
I'm just being honest. I don't ever want to see Whack 100 again. I don't want to see none of these platforms again. My platform ain't never been the same since I left these niggas. I ain't know YouTube bag is crazy like that. Yes, YouTube bag is very, very crazy like that. Yeah, absolutely. That's why when niggas be sitting up there talking about get a job, like what? For what? Why would I want to get a job? What? That's why I don't even understand why niggas be sitting like if you outside, like nigga, why not have a part? But they catch it on. Now everybody, ever since niggas is watching Jadakiss now, Fat Joe, they seeing Cam and they seeing Mace, and now everybody want to be me. The rap game is over. It's over. The rap game is over. All of the rappers want to be podcasters now. My unborn child king, me and my wife, he chose the name after you, Hassan, Prince Houston. Oh, that's what's up, fam. That's dope. That's dope. Whack Hogan trying to leg drop Laura London. What they doing to Laura London is just foul. It's just foul. What they doing to Laura London is just foul. This is hilarious. I'm dying laughing at you, Hassan. They so stupid. So what's going on in the world today that y'all think I should be talking about? There's a lot of topics that I missed out on. I think part 2 of this live, we're going to talk about Remy and Pat. On part 2 of this live, we're going to talk about Remy and Pat. We definitely going to talk about it. There's so much to talk about with Remy and Pat. Like, oh, man. The blue rain, I'm still trying to figure that blue rain out. I'm still trying to figure that blue rain out. You're doing the same thing Tupac did to wake the people up. Besides selling your soul to do it, they can never destroy your channel. Salute, my G. Oh, they definitely they definitely pulling the people out of the building. We had 3,000 people in the building. Like, nah, he looking too strong with that. So they kept pulling us out. I done seen Remy and Pat going at each other. Then you turn around and you see Mandisi and homegirl break up, or they going through some shit. And I'm sitting up there thinking to myself, damn, they must be getting ready to come back with a Yandy. Yandy's a beautiful girl. Shout out to Mandisi. Yandy's a beautiful girl. But for me, I'm starting to feel like a lot of this stuff is just humiliation rituals and them setting up for TV shows, which I can't get mad at them. You know what? Because I'm starting to realize that they really do give you 15 minutes of fame, and you better figure it out. And when you accumulate a life like this, and you accumulate wealth, and then they start putting the brakes on your finances, everybody don't want to go back to poverty. It's one thing to have never left poverty. It's another thing to actually have to go back to it. Niggas don't want to go back to that. Especially after you freed yourself from that mental slavery. Like, nah. It's sad, especially when you live in New York or you from New York. People in New York don't realize that Black people are really, really successful in other places. But they don't show you that in New York. All they show you is them stink-ass tenement buildings and the projects. There's people that don't live in the city that's living real good. Black people actually live real, real good. Don't let them lie to you. The whole key to it is saving your money so your money can save you. Save your money so your money can save you. Stop letting these niggas convince you to do dumb shit. As soon as you get a YouTube check, you go run and buy a chain. That's some bum shit. Shout out to the jeweler. Shout out to the jeweler. Nigga, shout out to the furniture store, my nigga. Shout the furniture store out. Shout out to the real estate agent. Facts, have been owning my crib for 3 years. I just turned 30. Yeah. And it feels good. Then you start taking money, like, you watch and see. If it be the will of God and I still got breath in me and strength to make money, you'll watch and see what I do with this yard. And this is a way bigger yard. Watch. I'm on some pimp my yard shit. These niggas want to pimp the block. Like, nah. We in the summertime. It's all about barbecues. Where's the grills at? Where's the steaks at? Where's the chicken at? Yeah, the last one is crazy. It sure enough is. Sometimes I can't wait to get back to my yard. I can't wait to see my flowers. Do 10 sets of 10 on the yard. Hell yeah, I could run. I could do laps around that. Don't talk about cookouts. Oh, we got to have cookouts. We definitely got to have cookouts, man. Find somebody that got a yard, man, and go get a grill. I don't care if you got to go get a little grill. Go get a grill. Go get some charcoal and cook out. Get you some drinks. Get you some eats. Turn up in the backyard and watch and protect your energy. Invite people with good vibes. I'm trying to pimp out backyards. Hell yeah. Go to Home Depot, get you some seeds, get you some soil. Throw them seeds, man. There's YouTube videos to show you how to do anything. You ain't always got to have a gardener. Go get you some flower pots. Put you a couple of beautiful flowers around your yard. Beautiful plants around your yard. Like, yeah. And I'm telling you niggas right now, you ain't going to never get out of the projects until you start to hate the projects. You ain't supposed to be in love with the projects. You ain't going to never get out of them tenement buildings until you start to hate it. Nigga Zipper never show you his yard. That nigga never show you his yard. I've been away from DC for 13 years. I can't relate to you, OG. DC has always been off the hook. I can never remember a time when DC was not off the hook. DC is off the hook. The Zip and Joe beef is fake. Hassan, why you never respond to my comment? Because I didn't see it. Put it in the super chat. Spend some money. I'll see it then. Nigga said Zip selling weed from his grandmother's house. Let's get to that. But listen, man. Shout out to Zip, man. His grandmother ain't got to sneak weed into the jails no more. Nigga grandmother ain't got to sneak weed into the jails no more. Former L King from Chicago. I look up to you, OG. I just started removing my mask in my videos. I was afraid to speak, but I'm ready to die now. It's okay. It's okay to speak. It's okay to speak. You know, especially you dudes that's coming from gang culture or coming from jail. Like, these young boys need to understand that the path that we took and the life that we lived in the past was wrong. Somebody got to care about the next generation to make them understand that they don't have to go through what we went through. They could walk a straight path. I keep telling y'all, like, yo, I know dudes that got out of high school, started working for sanitation, transit, electrical, or whatever. They got jobs, and they never been to jail. And their whole life, they was living their best life. Then I know niggas that missed out on 20 years of their life, 15 years of their life, 17 years of their life, because they was beating the block up. And then they come home from jail like it's a badge of honor. No, nigga. You done lost some of your best years. You done lost some of your best years. Your kids done lost years. Your kids don't even, like, there's a big portion of your life your kids don't even know you. You got to come back home and your kids got to get to know you again? What are we talking about? Your children have to get to know you again. It's an awkward moment when they see you because they don't even know you. I hate the fact that niggas keep selling, like, why do we keep selling each other the penitentiary? Nigga, I don't want to go to jail for what? I just make it clear. When I tell you I get busy, it's because if you run down on me thinking that you're going to sit up there and play with me, or Hassan, Campbell, or some of that, I'm going to show you exactly who I am. But I'm not inviting the evil. I don't want to turn your TV off. And then be sitting in jail talking about, calling my wife, talking about, yo, keep that pussy tight, baby. Like, what? Somebody's going to be sleeping in your bed. To sit up there and think that a woman is going to do 20 years in jail, 30 years in jail? You're bugging. To even ask a woman to do that type of time is insanity. Bronx River video was nasty work, champ. Bronx River video was the best thing that ever happened to me. The Bronx River situation was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because it helped to heal me from the pain that I was going through. When God showed me that when the world gave me its ass to kiss, and when they sent the dirtiest nigga in the project to come shoot me on camera, that God delivered me from the suicide, the mental suicide that I was actually committing on myself by going out there and waiting for the nigga that I call out there to come do what he did because I wasn't mentally right then. But I'm mentally right now. So just make sure when you try to highlight the project situation, you don't leave out the fact that that was a blessing. That was a blessing for me. And keep in mind, the same way we seen all these other niggas die, that everybody's saying rest in peace, all these rappers, all these other people. Nigga, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. So when you bring up the Bronx River situation, make sure you add that in there. Don't take the blessings out of the situation. That situation was a blessing for me. What's your thoughts on the black boule that was talked about on the Candace Owens show and the sex slaves that it exposed? I've been talking about the black boule before I even knew who Candace Owens was. I've been talking about the black boule. I've been talking about these rappers. I've been talking about that when they was calling it a conspiracy. Now some of the same shit that niggas was calling a conspiracy is actually coming out and being accused of in Puff's own court case. And all over the internet by Gene Dill, by the other chick that be lying her ass off. What's her name again? Stay lying. Jaguar Wright. She be lying her ass off. And y'all believe, I'm not saying everything that she says is a lie. I'm just saying like 75% of what she's saying is a lie. And that's a lie. That chick just be lying her ass off. But I've been saying this shit before Charleston White, before all of them. You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Adam 22. Let me say this. I have nothing personal against Adam 22. I'm thankful and grateful that Adam 22 reached out and at a time where my channel was being shadow banned and I lost my monetization. Salute to Adam 22. But the truth is the truth. And the truth shall set you free. I've seen a lot of dudes out there with Adam 22 in New York. A lot of dudes that I rock with. Shout out to Just. Shout out to Iz. I see Hattie out there. I see it's way too many names to name. Thorough dudes. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. There's a saying. Take the message and leave the messenger. Follow me. Adam 22's platform. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. played the biggest part in the history. Adam 22's platform just made history with the FBI. And then you dudes, you turn around and you give him a world tour from Manhattan to Brooklyn to the Bronx, and you took him through the 5 boroughs of death. And he explored damn near every gang. Gang. I'm going to say that again. I'm not saying Adam is the feds, but he might as well be. John Gotti. In order for the mob to take down John Gotti, they went into a basement where he had his meetings, put all types of bugs in the light bulbs, in the sockets, all types of listening devices. My question to you brothers is, if John Gotti was alive and released from prison, do you think he would ever go back to that basement? No, he wouldn't. John Gotti wanted to be the Dapper Don. When y'all say gangsters move in silence, it's a lie. It's an absolute lie. John Gotti wanted the same recognition that you niggas want on the block. Bragging about being outside on the block that y'all lived on your whole life, I don't get it. I always thought that the main objective was to leave, to get out of the hood, into your own house, into your own crib, and get your own land back. But we're going to get to that. The federal government is on a world tour locking gangbangers up. There's laws being passed right now along with the Patriot Act. If you're deemed a gang member, you can be exiled out of this country for life. Trump already started sending gang members to El Salvador, El Paso, to different prisons. And y'all just went and put yourself on the radar. The federal government is shopping for inmates to become prisoners. And you niggas just went above and beyond to put yourself in line in videos with a dude. Everybody that Adam 22 stands next to that's doing, listen, let me make something clear to y'all, right? Haas be with my wife and my kids. I'm the nigga y'all keep talking about. I'm on the couch all the time. I'm on the expensive couch with the expensive bins in my yard, with the expensive yard with palm trees and all types of trees and ponds all around it. Yeah. I love being at home. I made it beautiful. Because y'all the same niggas that's outside. The crazy part about it is, y'all the same niggas that's bragging about being outside. Y'all also the same niggas burning the candles and pouring out liquor in front of the building. And I'm like, what? Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Y'all the same niggas outside. 1 minute you bragging about being outside, but then you pouring out liquor on the same concrete that your man's blood was splattered all over. I don't get it. In Africa, the Africans in Africa just took back all of their farmland. Donald Trump told the white Africans